A good evening, Cher, and blessed be. Ah, thank you. A merry Samhain to you as well. Come in, come in. What fitting weather for tonight. A churning tempest lashing the land with heavy rain, while a cozy fire burns in here. Your forest animal disguise is so striking. I was thinking of masquerading as a deer, but that's rather pedestrian for me. Therefore, I decided on an owl. Ah, you brought a dish. Oh, barmbrack bread. Did you place the 3 treasures inside? What are they again? The ring symbolizes marriage. The coin means good fortune. But the ever-tricky cloth foretells hardships. The lamb and cold cannon potatoes are resting on the counter now, and will be ready to plate in about 15 minutes. It's quite ironic. Of all the guests in the hotel, you and I are the only occultist and Wiccan here currently who celebrates Samhain. I didn't ask the princess to attend, because she would have taken it upon herself to invite everyone, which would have turned out too unruly. I just want a quiet evening with you. So, as you can see, I have decorated my room with candles and corn dolls. The corn dolls are said to bring health and riches in this Celtic New Year. On the table, I have set out bowls replete with pomegranates in honor of the goddess Persephone, lemons to represent fresh energy, and apples to mean the future. The sprigs of lavender and chamomile are for focus and relaxation, respectively. Yes, my altar space is bare. I was curious if you'd like to help me construct it. Marvelous. Oh, before I forget, I acquired some meads from the human world. It was left to me during a ritual, which was a delightful surprise. Oh, you know, people summoning random demons this time of the year. I answer those entreaties on a whim. They're very entertaining affairs, because I love frightening the person during the ceremony. You, Cher, can be a stick in the mud sometimes. I suppose now you don't desire this mead, because yes, I did give the person a good fright. That's the spirit. Here you go. So, I must quiz you before we begin on the altar. Why do we wear costumes during this celebration? That's right. So evil spirits can't drag us to the other world. But since we're the evil spirits now and live in hell, the practice is simply for spectacle. And what is the duration of Samhain? Yes, it does start tonight, but it continues until sundown tomorrow. Tonight is the hallowed eve before. You want to quiz me? Oh, how fun! What is the purpose of the jack-o'-lantern? Easy, to scare away malicious spirits. But were you aware that's the earliest jack-o'-lanterns were carved from turnips? I know, isn't it interesting? Quiz time is over, so now we decorate. As you can see, I have a black cloth draped on the mantle over the fireplace. These bowls contain items associated with this time of the year, such as fallen leaves, acorns, sprays of wheat, and ears of corn. I also have rosemary and chrysanthemums over here. Let us decorate it as we see fit. Do you know the history of Samhain, dear? Well, yes, it is the basis for Halloween. It's an old Celtic celebration that dates back thousands of years. It honors the dead and celebrates rebirth. During this time of the year, signs of death are unmistakable. Withering crops, falling leaves, and yellowing grass. And yet, while all this signifies an end, look a little beyond that. It's a time of rest before spring and life returning. Animals and plants prepare to hibernate. Trees shed old leaves to ready new ones. Here's a tarot card representing death for the altar. Contrary to what people believe, it doesn't predict literal death, but rather the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new start. It symbolizes change. Let's see. Some acorns over here, a wheat spray there. Oh, this looks so quaint. This? It's a photograph of my mother. Yes, she was pretty. In addition to decorating the altar with autumn representations, I also use it to honor my past loved ones. I carry this photo around with me always. It's so worn and faded. Theoretically, I could get a copy, but it wouldn't be the same. This is an actual photo I took of her in the spring of 1923. She just looked so happy. This was easily my favorite image of her. Creating a reproduction would be irreverent. This paper holds the aura and the memories of 100 years' time. I could hold this and be transferred back to that day, all balmy and blue. She was picking freesias for an indoor flower arrangement. I associate spring with freesias because she always had them in the house during that time. This was the case for both her family home in Acadiana and the manor in New Orleans. Even when I was living on my own and visited her, she always had a vase with the flowers. My first spring in hell was very unbalanced because it was the first time the perfume was absent during the season. Freesia is very evocative for me, as is this photo. And now you know why I'm not interested in creating a facsimile I'll place the photo right here. Ah, you decorate so skillfully. Your glass of mead is nearly empty. I'll top it off. Would you look at that? I'd say we did an excellent job with the altar, don't you? It really lets you think about the past and what's to come. After decorating the altar is the time I like to set Samhain intentions. You know, letting go of bad habits and the past, and inviting positivity. I have here 2 pieces of paper and 2 pens. We each write down our hopes, as well as negativity we wish to banish. Once we've done that, we fold our papers and throw them into the fire. The energy of what we wrote is released into the universe as the paper burns. If all goes well, our hopes come to fruition. What's a bad habit I wish to expunge? I'm so perfect I can't think of any shortcomings. Oh, but I do have a wish. There. Have you written yours? Don't tell me what it says. So, fold up the paper tight and toss it in. Here's hoping. Oh, no, Cher. My ideas are very boring and not worth sharing. I do believe it's time to eat. Right this way to my dining table, dear. I will first slice the barmbrack bread and serve it with butter. Are those real sultanas in there? I have such a difficult time procuring them. I'm guessing you went to the market extra early that day. Ah, see, that's my shortcoming. In the mornings, I tend to take leisurely strolls and drink coffee at the cafe. By the time I arrive at the markets, many items are sold out, and I have to rely on shadow magic to obtain ingredients. Why even visit the markets if I could just summon everything? Darling, using shadow magic is very grueling if done too often, even when siphoning energy from souls I own. I mean, I'm summoning items out of thin air. It's taxing. As much as I would love to use the skill 24/7, it's not feasible. If something is available physically, I just buy it and reserve my power for when I really need it. Here is your bread. It smells delicious, and it's still warm. Look how quickly the butter melts. And here is a slice for the spirit's place setting. Of course I wouldn't forget to prepare a place at the table for the souls of the past. Samhain is about honoring the dead, and what better way than to offer food and drink? Oh, this is indeed a most magical night, and it's just begun. Thank you for being here tonight, and sharing this with me. Perhaps later we could tell some spooky stories, and then conduct a seance. I could also give you a tarot reading, or we could roast pumpkin seeds over the fire. This bread is delicious. Full of plump raisins, dried fruit, and spices. You did a great job. It seems you found one of the treasures in the bread. Unfold the paper containing it and see which one. Oh my, it's the wedding ring. You'll be married within the year. How fascinating. It makes the mind race, doesn't it? Come on, eat before it gets cold. I'll pour more meat. Happy Samhain to you. May new beginnings rain down upon you, tonight, tomorrow, and for a year.